Hello everybody and welcome back to Akuban Nights. Bud, you don't have to keep hiding if you don't want. Everyone's unconscious. Might as well be here. Or not. It's your call. Don't let me tell you how to run your world.
Oh god, he's coming back.
Okay. So, Sarah. The only member of the family that is not currently captured and imprisoned. What do you want to do?
I would like to stab myself with a really dull spoon right now, but
It hurts.
okay. This is difficult. I would like to turn around and try to ride towards the manor, but I'm obviously trying to figure out if these riders stopped at some point somewhere. I think they were, what did you say, 3 guards and a wizard?
Yes.
Right. That's a lot of people to take out as a single person. So I'm trying to be careful. Like I'll try to ride back as quickly, but still as perceptive as possible. And my perception is absolute trash. So there you go.
All right. Well, you come within sight of the village. That is before the manor. You can see the people in the fields. They look back up again, having seen you guys come in, then run away being chased by guards. And now coming back, and the peasants are like, what the fuck is going on? All right, whatever. But they're not stirring.
Neal, here's the one thing Sarah can do. Sarah always has done, and what I'm going to try. It's probably a little crazy, but I'm going to rally the people. So I guess these people who've never seen me before, right? I'm going to approach them, and I'm going to try to speak to them in Eridonian. And I'll try to pull them and I'll wave at them to come with me. And I'll try to present a certain sense of urgency as I do that.
Great.
And they'll obviously see me as I'm adored. I have the Cleric of Martha symbols, right? I have all the jazz going on. And I'll be like, you gotta come, like, we don't have time.
All right. I need you to roll me a D100 to see if these Drakisian peasants speak Eridonian. In this situation, low is the desired roll.
No, they don't.
Nope. Not a single person here. None of these dirty peasants speaks Eridonian.
Fantastic. So I guess they all just stand there and don't do anything.
You start jabbering at them, and they jabber back at you. Una Eichenblicken.
Fantastic. I guess frustrated, I give up and I ride towards the manor, but not through the front gate, but I like circumvent it to go like to the side. Let's see. Yeah, to the side of the manor.
Would you like the top side or the bottom side?
Which side did Sammy stand on when he disappeared?
The back side.
Like here. Okay, right, I'm going for right side. I'm going for over here.
Okay, all right. You circle around the manor until you're on the south side of it.
Do we see anybody from here?
Let's see, no. But let's figure out where you are specifically, because there is a, how do we call them? There's the manor, and then there's like a setback, and then there's the woods. So I assume you're in the woods?
I would be in the woods, I guess, yeah. Because I try to be inconspicuous about it.
Right.
I mean, I don't know that all this has happened. As far as I know, Maya's in there sneaking and Sammy is just waiting somewhere or doing something.
Right. So you circle around to the south side of the manor from the position in the woods. You don't see anybody around. You don't see Sammy. You don't see the guards. You don't see Maya, but you can...
I don't see... Yeah, okay.
Give me a
Maya's
perception
being the
check.
stealthiest unconscious person ever.
There we go. Great perception. 1 second. No, I don't see shit. So I guess it's all safe.
You see and hear nothing.
Great. Well. So you're saying it's absolutely dead quiet for me?
I'm saying that there's some birds chirping, there's a deer grazing nearby. The whole area looks peaceful.
Which just sounds like a giant fight either, right?
Definitely not.
How long has it been since I left?
You had to ride a few miles away and a few miles back. A horse can gallop at around 50 miles an hour, so at the very minimum, it's been 10 minutes, but more likely it's been closer to 20 minutes since you left.
Right.
Maybe even
So
more.
there's no ruckus, which means either the fight is already over or they haven't found them.
Mm-hmm.
Maya's got it handled. It's fine.
If you would have had it handled, then you probably would have been outside of the manor by now as well. Which, you know.
I mean, maybe stealth missions can take a while sometimes, or maybe she's got it all figured out and she's freed Bud.
Maybe she has. Okay. I am going to. So the other woods down here, you said, like further down here.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try to approach the manor from this side then.
All right. On
There's
your
also
horse.
a single gate. It's like only one from front, right? From the
Correct.
front, there's no back gate to this.
Correct. Are you on your horse or on foot?
No, I'll leave the horse behind in the woods and I'll walk back.
Okay. You tie the horse to a tree. You approach the manor from the south side.
I think my horse is still alive, by the way.
Your phantom
Magic
horse?
Yeah.
It doesn't disappear when you fall unconscious?
Well, it doesn't fall. It doesn't disappear when I fall asleep. So
Perfect. Then it's just chilling. All right, Sarah. You approach the side of the manor.
Okay. I still don't see anybody.
Nope. Let's go to the bottom floor of the manor here. And let's put a Sarah on the map so we can see what's happening. Here we go. So along this wall, sorry, I'm dying. Along this wall,
If you die first,
are...
I get to keep my character.
Yes, there are windows that come in through through here and here and here and here and here. There's all these windows, but they're kind of high up. They're like 5 feet, 2 meters ish off the ground. And then they're also not like, they're not big enough for people to come through. There's like bars going across them, like stained glass in between. So maybe you could lift yourself up and peer inside, but you couldn't enter through these windows.
Right. Okay.
What are you gonna
do? Am I gonna peer through? I didn't see any guards patrolling up here either, right? There was like a wall somewhere here, I think.
Right. And you saw no guards at the time. And no guards saw you, that you heard seeing you.
Okay, I'm gonna peer through the first window, I guess. Like, I'll try to make it quick, right? Where you pull yourself up and you like give a little look and then you let yourself drop down again.
I'm just gonna put you inside so you can see. It looks to be some sort of banquet hall on the other side. You drop back down.
And that's like all the windows on this side, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That have the banquet hall. Okay, so they're not in here. Were there not more windows on the right side as well? Like down here?
Oh, yeah.
The banquet hall?
Bunch of them.
I'm gonna check over there as well. And I'm gonna be like trying to stay really close to the wall, you know, like press myself against the wall. So if somebody looks out of the window, they don't see me immediately.
Sure. So you can scramble and step on a bush and pull yourself up on a ledge and peer through this into some sort of parlor of kind. There's a fireplace, there's some comfortable seatings, there's some tapestries, some benches, maybe like a reception hall that you might have after, like, when you are throwing a ball or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's also nobody in there.
Nobody there.
So we certainly dragged those people out of the house, apparently. Because that's a huge ass place and there should be many people around and nobody's here. Now that I'm really, now that I'm closer to the house, can I hear anything around here?
Give me another perception check now that you're not in the woods. Natural one again. Ooh.
Oh, it's just a 20.
So close. No, you can't hear it. There's no significant noise coming from anywhere. The house is large and made of stone. It's quite quiet. The sound of the wind blowing through the trees nearby is the loudest noise you hear.
I'm going to stand here, which is like, or walk over here, which is really close to the back area of the house where Sammy should be somewhere in the back of somewhere around here, right? Like behind the house.
He should be.
Okay, I'm gonna lean around the corner and have a peek around if I can see him.
Well, you see no Sammy, and you see no anybody else. The whole area looks clear.
Well, that's kind of worrying because he was supposed to stay outside.
But he wouldn't want him staying outside in an obvious place, right? If you could spot him, then he would have a terrible hiding place, right? Shouldn't he not be visible?
I'm gonna blow my basilisk whistle.
Ooh.
Which makes a high-pitched noise, right? But like, Sammy would recognize it because we've used it before a lot when we were in the Barbarian Highlands, but I guess it's not a sound anybody would know. They'd be like, oh, what's that? It's like some weird hunting whistle or something. I'll try that.
Very clever. Okay. You blow the basilisk whistle and wait a minute, but nothing happens. No one pops out, no one pokes around, no one responds.
Right. So either he's fallen asleep or he's not there, is what I'm going to cook that.
Both are equally as likely.
Okay. It was already kind of difficult for Maya to climb. Is there an easier way to climb from the side than from the back?
You could climb up the windows, but that would definitely reveal you to anybody inside because you would be blocking out light as you scramble up the windows. But with the windows, it would be a simple climb.
Nobody down here. Like I just looked into it, so even if I was blocking out anything, if I was climbing here, at least the bottom floor wouldn't see me because there's obviously nobody there. Right?
Sure, but there are many floors, you know?
How many floors are there? 3? I think 3 in the back, right?
3 in the back, 2 on the side.
Is there? Okay, wait. There was the wall, then there were towers, and then there was the back.
Right.
Is there a stop in between this climb, or would I just fall straight up down? If I was to climb all the way up top?
No, you would. If you climbed to the top and fell, you just tumble to 30 feet, take 3d6 falling damage.
Oh Jesus, I'm really not. What is climbing dex?
Combination dex and strength divided by 3.
I have this really obvious thing that I would love to do, but I feel like that's something Faye does, but Sarah doesn't. So I'm gonna try to climb up 1 floor on this side where I peeked inside and didn't see anybody. But I would still have another quick glance to make sure nobody walked in those 10 seconds I breathed, right?
Sure.
Try to climb this, probably fail terribly.
It's a good thing you poke your head up because there is indeed someone in that room now.
Okay.
Good job on being careful. You
what kind
poke.
of glance do I get?
It is a single guard who seems to be. I mean, you pull your head up, see the guard, and drop back down quickly.
Right.
The guard doesn't seem to notice you. They had their side to you. You didn't get too good of a look, but there was a soldier with a shield, chainmail, and a spear in there.
Right. Okay. So I'm quickly gonna go over here and try the same with this room now this time.
Okay. Yes, indeed, there is no one in that room.
Okay, then I'll try to climb up here.
Okay. I just need to double check the bonuses you're going to get on this roll. Because it's going to be a fairly easy climb with these windows here.
Wish I had boots of climbing.
Or...
Neal, I think I should get a tiny bonus because we have climbed the Great Horn, So I have been instructed by professional climbers. It might not be proficiency. I've done a pretty impressive climb last time,
The climber that goes on that one climb is not like, I can do it all. It's fine. I've climbed a mountain once.
No, but you're like, I can tie the knot. You know, you're like, I know at least. They're like, oh, you got to look for the foothold. And when you know you're safe, then you're going to pull yourself up on the next one. Somebody who's climbed once, like for a long climb, is better than somebody who's never climbed in their life.
Possibly, but you're also at that sophomoric point where you're like, I know what I'm doing, even though you don't really know what you're doing, so you're more likely to make a mistake. I say the two are watch.
Is that my life? That's my life, isn't it? I don't know what you're doing.
So you're gonna get, it's gonna be a +4 bonus for the ease of the climb on the wall. If you want to climb slowly, you can gain a greater bonus, but you're gonna move at half your movement speed, which is gonna dramatically increase the amount of time you're gonna be inside each window.
Right. I mean, it's not a front of windows, right? Do you have to climb from window, like across the window, or can you climb between windows?
No, if you climb in front of the windows, it's really easy, and you'll get bonuses. If you climb in between the windows, it's going to be really difficult.
Right.
Right. So if you climb up the windows, you get a +4 bonus. If you climb in between the windows, you get a -6 bonus. So it's a pretty big change.
The windows have curtains.
None of them are drawn. But some of them have curtains.
Lovely. Yeah, Neal, I'm gonna go for the slow climb. I'm gonna go for the slow climb. Fuck it, whatever. I don't know if it's urgent or not. So.
Okay. So that's gonna be a whatever your strength plus your dex divided by 3 is +10. No, +9.
27?
27 divided by 3 is 9. Plus 9 is 18. So d20 plus 18, all you need is a 21. You can do this. It's not going to be difficult, but you're...
26.
Okay. I will give them checks to see if you get spotted at any point. Right. We're going to come to here. And you will find yourself pulled up. No, we're going to put... I need to change a couple of things real quick, like, hold on. Don't want no one to see nothing. There we go. I think this is gonna have to be our new solution. Give me just one moment to sort out some buggy wuggies.
Buggy wuggies.
I'm good with language, I swear.
Those are the monsters we're fighting.
All right, this should work. So you pull yourself up onto this rooftop, and you can instantly spot from the peak of the roof some guards over here. Let me put them on the map so we can actually see them. 1, 2. Actually, we're going to put them up here, and then we'll have another couple plebeian guards down at the bottom. And you're also going to see in the courtyard a wizard is talking to a small group of soldiers.
Honk them all! Probably won't explode in your face.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I can't see over here because this is one higher still, right?
Right.
Okay, so these people are talking to each other. The mages come back. Does this? Okay, and they put all the fortifications out here. Is it? So the roof on this side, does it like, is it a little ledge? Is it like this? Or is it all flat? Like, is it flat?
It's angled.
Right. Would it be possible to move into this direction on the roof, or would I like flip and fall down?
No. So this line.
Because I feel like this still provides me some sort of cover from people that are down there, right? Because
right. This red line is the peak of the roof. So you're on the back side of the roof right now, peering over.
And like peering over like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Woo. Yeah, I won't move towards the backside because that's also where Maya climbed up. So I figure she's probably not in one of the towers. Probably.
Okay.
So I'll try to have a look into this.
You make your way down until you reach the next ledge. You would have to climb up to the next rooftop. There is a window, though. I don't know if it's going to be useful for you. That is right here. And another window that you can see over here.
Climb up here, and I've been plain sight of all of these people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But is there a possibility to climb like down here to this side? Are there windows up top here as well?
Yeah, when you lean out over that edge, you can see there's let me bring it over for us all to see. You can see that there are windows here and here when you like peer over that ledge.
Yeah, right. So okay. This pulled out. There was nobody down here. I checked that. Yeah, I guess I will do that. I will like not climb up here on this side, but I'll try to reach one of the windows here and climb up this side.
Right. Before you do so, I want you to give me one more perception check.
Oh my lordy. I'm not very perceptive. I'm really sorry. I had to put the 8 into something.
All right, don't even worry about it then. We are
I'm not worried
Gucci.
at all.
Cool.
I'm just sweating a little.
Sure. So you're gonna climb over here, and you're gonna try and go in through the window or up onto the roof.
I'm like looking into the window first before I try to see
Okay.
whether I go up or not.
So
I'm like peeking my head around.
this is gonna be. Let's see. It's not quite an easy climb. It's not quite the difficult climb. So I'm gonna split the difference between the easy part and the hard part of the wall, and say it's halfway between. So halfway between +4 and -6 is -1. And then you're still rolling, you're still climbing slowly, taking your time. So you get the +5. So you're at D20 +7 +4? I think that math works out. Yeah.
14.
It doesn't go well.
Nope.
You
it
reach
doesn't.
out, you try and slip over to the side, and your toes give way. Your boots are just not great for climbing, and what you think is a good hold just crumbles underneath you, and you tumble 20 feet to the ground below. Ooh! Oh! Taking maximum falling damage of 12. You land, like, on your shoulder, and you can hear things snapping in there. Your clavicle gets, like, mildly... like it's fractured or like heavily broken, something. And you're in serious pain after falling 20 feet with a thud.
12, that's 20. Okay.
Great. And it's while you're lying on the ground trying to catch your breath that the 3 guards and the mage come around the side. Your side.
Right.
Because you were spotted climbing, and the person went to go talk to these people, and that last perception check you failed was to see if you could notice one of the guards on the inside coming out and alerting the mage and his people to what's going on. So here you are on the ground as the wizard and 3 soldiers are approaching you, and I think we need to roll initiative.
I love this. Love this game.
It's a great game, guys. It's a great game.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Do they have ranged weapons, the soldiers now?
They're carrying spears, which are technically ranged weapons. What is the casting time of this spell? 2.
Okay, how much is Horn of Blasting initiative?
3.
And you can walk and then blast it, right? That's possible.
That's fine. All right, the mage goes first. He points his finger to the sky, speaking soft words, and then lowers his finger towards you. And a blade springs forth from the air and plunges into the ground, like right next to your, I guess next to your thigh. Maybe like right between your legs. I need you to give me
legs. Thank you, Neal. Very good.
Is there a
groin kick from the heavens.
saving throw? There is a saving throw here, but you're on your back, so I want you to give me a dex check. No, just give me a regular saving throw versus spell. That's too complicated otherwise. Regular saving throw versus spell. All right, this magical blade that has appeared from air is the Shadow Snap spell, and you are pinned. Your legs are pinned to the ground because your shadow is pinned to the ground by this blade. It is firmly lodged in the earth. And it's your turn. You're on your back, and you cannot get to your feet. You're from the hips down. You're frozen in place. What do you do, Sarah?
I'm gonna cut off my legs, Neal. I'm actually kidding. 1 second. I gotta reread this. 120, 30. Okay. Well, Neal, I'm gonna get out the Horn of Blasting, and if I'm going out with a boom, then that's that, I guess. I mean...
You pull the Horn of Blasting from your side.
Yep.
Can I say that Sammy knows about this spell and might have talked to Sarah about how it works?
Probably not, because
No, I
Sammy
have
doesn't
no
have the
idea.
spell.
He has
I have
access
no
to
idea.
it in his
Sammy
book.
doesn't know the spell.
Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. If I go out, I go out with a blast. It's worth it.
So what is the plan?
Well, I'm gonna use... I do have enough range for this. And I did take... Wait, I did not take damage.
You took falling damage, but you took
but
no
I did-
damage from the
he
spell.
did not... He attacked me, but he did not deal damage to me, right?
He was disabling you, but not hurting you.
Huh.
Yeah, right? Because undoubtedly he's got attack spells, and he chose not to cause you physical harm. Does that resonate with the Cleric of Life?
I mean, yeah, that's the thing, right? Sarah has tried that before, where she opened the door and was like, you know, put down your weapons, these people are going to kill you. I'm gonna put the Horn of Blasting back, Neal.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna drop my spear. And I am gonna raise my arms up.
All right, you put your arms in the air. The guards come.
And I'm gonna say a tiny little prayer in my mind to Martha and be like, you know, I surrender my life into your hands. I hope it was worth it.
All right. The guards come, they kick your weapons away. They grab your arms. The mage pulls the blade out of the ground and it vanishes. And they will drag you inside the estate. Bring you up to the second floor. And we're going to put all of you guys together in one room. But what room is good to hold all of you?
The banquet hall, but that's downstairs, I think. So probably the you can't put people in the master bedroom, Neal. That's kind of...
This is not the master bedroom. So there are... Well, we're going to shove everyone into this room. All right. So, in this room, we're going to have Kel Pochi. We're going to have the unnamed mage. We're going to have an extra 2 guards. It's going to be real cramped in here, guys.
Right. Am I going to be cramped next to Bud? Like, when they push me in and I see him, can I try to be like, you know, at least next to him?
Bud, you've been moved from your other room. You've been wakened, Bud. You're awake. In fact, before Sarah even gets in here...
I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Oh my god, it is super cramped.
Or
Great.
pretending to.
I guess it doesn't matter because Maya and Sammy are both unconscious, but the party is gathered forth in this room. Two guards are.
This only lasts for a few minutes, if it's just blunt force.
From what?
Like if it for at least for Sammy, the unconsciousness should only be like for a few minutes.
Yeah, there's a specific duration in here that I should look up. Sap. 3d10 rounds. Roll me 3d10, Sammy.
All right. 3d10.
17. So you're probably awake at this point when you get dragged in. Sammy, your hands are bound together. Your fingers are like tied, like your hands are tied like this, so you cannot use them for somatic or material components. And you are also gagged.
The only spell I have verbal is Featherfall, and I don't think I'm going to be using that.
They don't know what your spell list is.
The window, so you know.
Yeah. So your hands are tied before you. Your mouth is gagged. Your hands are further like tied to the middle of your chest, and you're laying down in bed, so you can't really do too much. But you can blink and at Sarah as she gets dragged into the room. All of your weapons and armor have been taken off, and the guards will, in the presence of Pochi and the mage and everything, take off Sarah's armor as well, respectfully and politely.
Hello? Ask me for dinner first.
Then Kel Pochi will look at the assembled prisoners and say aloud to you guys, well, what do we have here but the Akuban dogs? Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would get all four of you here, captured together, but it seems that the gods have smiled upon me today. Princess Sarah, I realize you are a cleric of Martha. Would you mind waking up your two siblings? And the guards will level their spears at you. Kel Pochi will draw her sword and level it at you as well. And you can see the mage ready to cast a spell if you should so much as, if you should do anything offensive. But they will let you go to your siblings and heal them to the point that she can talk to you all awake. She wants to talk.
Wow, I guess I've never healed anybody under that much pressure. Right. So I guess,
Also a question, they would have taken my weapons, right?
Yes, you are
would they
disarmed.
have taken the hair daggers?
They took all of your wealth, including your hair daggers. These
God damn it.
bastards. Yeah. They have thoroughly searched all of you and taken anything that could be valuable or defensive or offensive. I mean, they're kidnapping royalty, right?
No
they're...
goddamn poison either, motherfuckers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I think with Cure Light Wounds, I couldn't wake up Maya because she got below zeroed.
She's got a bunch of 1 HP wounds because she leveled and gained some HP.
Right. Okay, let's say it's possible. Okay, so I'm gonna very gently put a hand on her shoulder.
Fucked it up. There we go. Okay. After a few minutes, she's back at 4 HP. Sammy is awake, but bound and gagged.
I'm just gonna sort of wake up and then immediately just clock Kel Pochi and just start glaring at her, just like.
Yeah. You find yourself restrained, Maya, by, you are handcuffed to what's over here? To the wall. You're just handcuffed to the wall somewhere. There's like a sconce or something.
Or ropes or?
It is shackles, like manacles.
Do I even have a hairpin to?
No, your hair's a mess as well. It's all just hanging down and tied up and knotted.
I'm just gonna sort of flick it out of my face and then just glare more.
Yeah.
Could I try and dislocate my wrist to get out of it?
Yes. I suppose you're gonna want to do this surreptitiously.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna wait for the right moment, and then I'm gonna ask you to make a roll. But right now, there are a lot of eyes on everyone here.
And Maya's out again.
Yeah.
Right, she just knocks herself unconscious again from all the pain in a second. Like,
you bet.
But Darius doesn't.
No, I cannot sleep with all your women. No.
You guys are all awake.
Does the Kel speak Eridonian?
She does. She spoke that to you in Eridonian. So once everyone is woken, then she will have the guards shackle your hands. Is there anything in this corner to shackle you to? They're just going to shackle your hands to your feet. So one manacle on your right leg, between your right hand and right leg, one between your left hand and your left leg. So you're kind of sitting awkwardly, touching your feet. It's uncomfortable and weird, but it disables you. And Kelpochi looks at the assembled royal family of Akuba and says, well, Akuban dogs. Were you anyone but royalty, I would have killed you already, but this is perfect. What I want is for Maya, she looks at you directly, to renounce her marriage, and I want all of you to sign proclamations swearing to your forefathers, your mothers, the gods that you worship, that you will leave Drekis and never return. And should you ever come into power in Akuba or any other country, you will never wage war on the people of Drekis, and you will never set foot here.
I want you to choke to death on your own tongue.
Well, that's too bad for you.
Ditto.
See, the thing is, I really only need, and she points to Bud, that one. He's the heir to the throne. The rest of you are expendable. Especially, and she'll step forward towards Maya, this foul-mouthed little one. And I'm not adverse to taking fingers to make my point. Budarius. I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Budarius isn't saying anything, but while the attention is kind of focusing to Maya, I guess, when she walks over there, I'm starting to wiggle at the bindings I'm in and trying to get them loose a bit.
Okay, I'll give the group a perception check to notice if they see you wiggle.
If I see Bud wiggling, can I try and distract more?
Why don't you make me a perception check to see if you can spot Bud wiggling? Bud, why don't you make me a dex check to see if you can make what the DC to not see wiggle is?
22?
22? Bud rolls a 33. Wow.
Okay.
So nobody sees Bud begin to wiggle.
Damn, ninja.
Yeah, one of the guards rolled an 18 on the die. I thought that would be a success, but now I gotta roll his perception. Maybe it's not a success. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, nobody sees Bud begin to wiggle. So Kelpochi looks around at everyone. First to Maya. No, Maya's not gonna agree to this, so she'll look first to Sarah. Mother Harazim, would you agree to sign in sacred and holy terms, swearing upon the goddess Martha that you will leave Drekis never to return in order to spare your darling younger sister's life? Or at least her limbs?
So is the reason why you want us gone because you don't like Cuban people? Or do you also have a different agency on top of that?
You make it sound so simple and childish. We don't trust you. You monsters from the north have caused no end of problems for us here in the south.
Question. So we who have, been helping your kingdom, killing rocks, etc., and you've just kidnapped people and behaved incredibly dishonorably. But you're the good guy. Okay, right. Good to know. Hypocrite.
I am well aware of your treachery, trying to ingratiate yourselves with our royal family, get involved in our issues only so you can come in, kill them all in the dead of night, and take over everything. I am well versed in Akuban lies.
You're a little... really? Who hurt you?
Well, Mother Harazim, Need I start taking fingers from Maya? Or perhaps just scarring her so pretty face? She'll never find a husband that way.
Scar. Oh no, that's the worst thing ever. Please, no, don't scar me. I'm so scared.
I mean, I have to admire your patriotism. Many people in Akuban feel the same way about people from Drekkers as you feel about us. But Maya has a point. We did not come to the Queen. The Queen asked for us. And I know it sounds really unlikely and it's not something you would like, but that's exactly what happened. And I think...
Does this look like a negotiation to you? You will sign these writs, swearing to leave our kingdom and never return, swearing to renounce your betrothed, and you will vanish, or I will kill you one by one and leave Budarios chained up in a dungeon until he's ready to sign.
So technically it is a negotiation then, because we have something you want and you need to get it.
She will step forward to Maya and put the point of her sword against your face on your right cheekbone and just slowly apply pressure along the side of your face. It's a 1 HP wound. It's not hugely significant, but it is deep and nasty on the front and highly visible.
Oh, kinky. Does this sort of thing turn you on? I mean, you know.
If it did, would you like to know?
No, not really. I don't care about you at all. You're irrelevant. But, you know, there are professionals who do this kind of thing. You can get your jollies some other way, you know.
She'll look to Sammy. Sammy, nod if you can agree to the terms.
Sammy nods.
Good. At least one of you has some sense. She'll turn to Budarios and approach him. King Harazim, do you agree to the terms?
He's not the king.
Oh, I know. It's delicious to call him that, though.
He's got a really odd sense of humor.
I think it was a very good time right now. I had a long time to wiggle. How much was I able to achieve in that time? Because I was quiet on purpose to all let them just talk and have my time to do my thing. How much was I able to free myself?
All right, I'm going to take a look at because you were tied with ropes. The others were shackled, which is probably a bad idea. They probably should have shackled Budarios, but they had initially tied you before anyone else showed up because you were unconscious. So I'm going to take a look at this rope use proficiency because there's a way of using it to untie yourself, and we'll have you make an unproficient rope use check to see if you can wiggle out. The character. Let's see, a character with rope use proficiency is familiar with all sorts of knots, can tie, blah, blah, blah. You can roll a proficiency check with a -6 penalty to escape the bonds. Ooh. So, that's not going to be particularly good for you because rope use is a dex-based thing. So we're going to do half your dex, -6 is the roll that you need to make. So that's 7 -6 is 1? D20 plus 1? That's a pretty terrible
like
roll.
A natural 20 or he doesn't make it. That's pretty rough.
That's pretty rough.
I mean, you're also bound with ropes, so maybe you would also be able to wiggle out of it and just rip the rest apart.
Yeah, you could also do a bend bars check to try and just break everything free, but that would be very visible. But according to rules as written, according to rules as written, that's the way that you can escape. Is a check at -6, and since you're not proficient, you use half your stat. It's gonna be tough, bud.
Maya's sassing as hard as she can.
Oh, that's really close. Can you rules lawyer a +2 somewhere? Give me a reason to give you a +2, bud.
Well, I'm on a bed, and I'm pretty sure there's some corners and edges that might help me to put the rope into a position where it can't move and only I can move, so that I can apply more pressure onto it.
Can you do that thing where you like use your own arms as a lever to break the rope as well?
Yeah, maybe with a bit of assistance of strength to not break the ropes, but untighten them. You know, like stretch them out a bit more.
Okay. I want you to give me a.
And I'm a fat guy a bit, so I have a belly and stuff. So, and that's loose matter, so it's like jelly and it's easy to wiggle out. And I've been sweating a lot because it's a really.
Himself is like, oh my god.
Maybe they haven't fed you for a while, and the ropes have loosened for a bit.
Oh yeah,
so you've sweated the weight away a little bit.
It's only been like 12 hours.
No, I know, but he's been injured. He's lost some weight.
Not that much.
Caloric intake to keep his weight.
Yeah, it's the kidnapping diet, because he's a quite muscular guy underneath, right? And muscle burns a lot of energy, burns more energy than fat. So
Well, I guess the first part of that diet was
he's in ketosis now. It's fine. It's the kidnapping keto diet.
Okay. Why don't you give me another, just a flat dex check to see if you can get yourself in a position to use these leverages to get the +2 that you need. Because I like your lawyer, but I don't want to just wave my hand at it. Oh my god. All right, Badarios, you have put yourself in a position to slowly wring your limbs free. I don't know what you want to do because no one else has weapons in here, and there's a mage and a knight and 2 guards.
Maya can kick things.
I want to take a look at the wizard that is standing kind of next to me. What is he carrying? Like a wizard spellbook? Is he carrying a dagger? I mean, wizards usually have some kind of small item with them, maybe.
There's no obvious daggers on him, but that doesn't mean it's not hidden inside like an inner pocket somewhere. And there is no staff to speak of. It's just a red-robed feller with just red robes. That's it.
Does Bud still have his belt on?
No.
Okay.
Pretty sure not. I'm going without belt. I guess they've taken everything away from me. So, well, I might not be the king of Akuban at the moment, but I am the son of the former king of Akuban, and I am still royalty, if you like it or not.
I have kindly left you with your head on your shoulders.
It seems I have done more for your people in the last days than you have. We have killed dragons for your queen.
How many rocks have you killed?
A rock for your queen.
She blinks at you. Yes. All in the way of ingratiating yourself to her so you can betray us all and kill us all like you always try to do.
Are you insane? Do you know how difficult it is to kill a rock?
Do you think that I have kidnapped you, Budarios, and captured your siblings, and you're just going to speak a few words and change my mind? Do you know what I risk in doing this?
Everything. You do realize we've sent messages back, by the way,
Are you
right?
willing to sacrifice something then as well?
I am willing to lose my life over this. I believe my cause is just.
Well, I will sign the papers if you hand over the letter yourself to the queen.
I will gladly hand it over to her myself and face her judgment.
Good. Ready the papers.
She will turn one more time to Sarah. Will you as well agree and sign?
How high is the window ledge, Neal?
You're either on the 2nd or 3rd floor, so you're 20 or 30 feet up.
No, I mean, like, if I look at the window, right, it doesn't start at the...
Oh, right.
There's a window in here, right? It's
right.
like here.
It would be at, what is this? Belly height, but you're like sitting on the ground because your hands are tied to your feet or shackled to your feet. Right. So it's probably a good foot above your head.
Okay, well, I guess I will just nod quietly.
Good. And she'll turn back to Maya. Well, Maya, the rest of your family has agreed to this bloodless solution to our problem, and I know it puts a distasteful flavor in your mouth, but will you agree as well so we can move on happily and peacefully, and you can go back to your land and leave us alone? You're muted.
Oh,
no, you're not.
no, I'm not. No, I just said it very quietly. Why not?
Good. She nods to one of the guards who steps outside. And a few minutes later, he comes back with a writing tablet.
Wait. Please just send him outside, and we have a couple of minutes to go.
Sure.
I will turn to the wizard and can you? And I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm trying to say something to him, hoping to steer him in a bit closer to me.
Give me. Well, first off, what do you say to him, and then we'll make some checks.
I'm gonna say, good. And I start to choke a bit, and I'm not gonna try to influence him with charisma, but just trying to play a sneaky role of losing my voice and not being able to speak. Charisma with it, or
give me some charisma here. How well can you pull off all of a sudden losing your voice and choking? Wow,
34.
really well. These are some amazing rolls. The wizard believes that you are losing your voice and sort of choking somewhat. What do they want to do about it? You've successfully deceived. Where's my reaction table? And what is your it's not loyalty based, your reaction adjust for your charisma score?
My reaction adjust for my charisma score is 3.
Okay, so we will move him from cautious to indifferent. So he sees that you're kind of having trouble and feels indifferent about it rather than thinking it might be a ploy. He just doesn't give a shit, unfortunately. He looks at you, shrugs.
Considering he's turning around, is there some kind of dagger or something on the other side of his person that I wasn't able to see?
Unfortunately not. But
Is the knight
Pochi
carrying a dagger?
Yes, she is.
Cool. Maya, are your hands shackled? Just yes, right?
I have one hand shackled and the rest of my limbs are free, right?
I think is it one hand shackled? I don't remember.
You did say just one.
Did I say just one?
hand.
Okay,
Yeah.
then it is just one.
And if she gets within arm's reach.
The wizard is a real problem. I mean, I'm pretty sure pochi is a problem in itself, but I fear the wizard more. Well, I guess I let another round pass so that I don't have his full attention. And the next moment, I'm going to jump the wizard.
You're gonna jump the wizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to say, if I see Bud lunge for the wizard, I would like to immediately try and kick Pochi in the back of the knee or the side of the knee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is she still here, or is she here?
One.
Right. Before all this deploys, why don't we go to a break? And we'll see you guys on the other side of the break. Bye-bye.